Yo guys, what is up? How are y'all doing? Have you ever taken a break from working on a Roblox game, but then that break starts to get longer and longer, and before you know it, it's been months since you worked on it? Coming back to that and picking right back up where you left off can be extremely challenging, but there are ways to get back into the groove of development efficiently, and you can even come back much stronger with some useful tools and new information. Now, depending on what your skill level was with what you were working on and what that skill actually was, there are many different things you can do to pick up right where you left off. If your skills were building, then honestly you should be able to just jump right back into it. It should be kind of muscle memory, but the best thing you can do is to just go back into Roblox Studio and re-familiarize yourself with everything. There's always a lot of changes going on with Studio, and they've made some changes to the interface and whatever, and that probably affects some of the things you use for building. Getting used to all those new changes and finding everything is key to getting back into building again. Beyond that, you can research new things that have come out, such as new building related features, which can all be found in tutorials on YouTube or on the Roblox documentation, which to get to that, it's literally just go to Roblox, go to create, and then from there you should be able to find the documentation. Another thing you can do is just browsing YouTube and the dev forum for new building related plugins or updated versions of old plugins that you may have used to use. Plugins are so useful, bro. Like for building specifically, like there's so many good things, like Archimedes, for example. I'm not even a builder, but I would use that so much. With all that stuff out of the way, the single most important thing to get back into building is to just work on something new and fresh, and always remember to continue improving. If you come back and just continue working and getting better in Roblox Studio, just building, you'll be able to make some amazing stuff, man. Really, all you have to do is just start. If you're new, like you could just be watching this video and you've never built before, or you've never even got into it before, like development at all. But dude, just starting and just working on new stuff is such a great way to get yourself inspired. If your skill is something different, such as UI design or modeling with Blender, the same principles apply. As long as you take the initiative to get back into the software and just start working on something, you should be able to refamiliarize yourself and get right back into it and be better than you were before. If you were a scripter and took an extended break from developing a Roblox game, it is very important to review the basics, because there's a very important fact in scripting that applies at basically every level. The basics set a foundation for everything you will learn and all the code you will write. If you do not know the basics, you will not be able to create complex scripts and achieve the results you want. The best way to relearn or review the basics is either to just go practice them in Studio, or go on YouTube or the documentation and just read and get a good understanding, or just listen to people and just kind of review what other people have to say, just so you can remember that, because man, it's so important. And then just take those skills and just go work on, either, like I said before, work on a new thing, a new project, a new game, or you can go and work on an old game that you took a break from. Just continue. For channels, there's a lot of different channels out there that y'all could watch. It's actually wild how many there is. If you're scripting, I don't know, go watch the Dev King. Everyone loves the Dev King. Or Smarty RBX, that guy has some good videos too. All right, now that you've started and you've actually taken the initiative to get back into Roblox Studio and start working on something, what's next? Well, the best way to stick to it is so that you don't fall into this crazy long rut like the one you may have just been in, is just to continuously improve your skills, just staying disciplined. I'll make a video later about like staying motivated to work on your game, so stay tuned for that. But I will cover a few points real quick that should give you an idea of how to stay focused and continue to become really good at what you do. So first of all, you need a clear goal for what you want in your game development journey. Like, really think hard about what you want. If the thing you really want is to make money, then you need to gear all of your smaller goals towards that overarching goal. This is going to be the actionable step of this video. Go ahead and write this down real quick. It will not take very long, trust me. Use a pen and paper, or use your notes app on your phone if you have to. I like using paper specifically because then you can put it up on the wall or something like that and remind yourself of your goals. It's just kind of nice, but honestly, it's completely up to you. Pause the video if you need to. All right, now that you can write this down, I want you to write down your number one goal at the top of the page, or at the top of the notes app on your phone. Now I want you to think about what small goals you can make to actually reach that big goal. So for example, let's say if you want to make 100,000 Robux from commissions, that's your big goal. You might have some smaller goals, like making your first 1,000, or even 10,000 or 50,000. Write down those smaller goals. Depending on the size of your big goal, you may need to make more or less small goals in order to reach the big one, but just figure out for your situation, like what do you need to reach that big goal. You don't have to write down this part specifically if you don't want to. If it was me, what I would do is break down these goals into even smaller goals that I can complete either like each day or each week, to make sure that I both stick to the goals and progress towards them every day or even every week. It really depends on the goal, but but depends on you. But yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. This is basically gonna make it seem like an easier task. Like each day is gonna seem a lot easier. Like you won't just be sitting here looking at this make a big game and it's gonna be your one goal. You're gonna be looking at make one system, and it's gonna look way easier, and you're gonna feel a lot more motivated to actually go and do that. The end goal is literally the exact same. Like it's the same goal, but now you get to see it as like a bunch of small steps towards what you actually want. So anyway, that's basically how you get back into developing on Roblox like today. And I really do hope this video helped you out in some way. If you enjoyed and this did help you and provided some value to you, consider dropping a subscription below so that you can see more of this type of content, either from me or from other Roblox YouTubers, which I highly recommend you go watch, and that way it can provide you with more value. Also, if you want to join my Roblox group, if you want, it's down below. All right, see you guys in the next one. Peace.